With the Miami Dolphins, Miami Dolphins, Miami Dolphins #1.
We welcome you to Patriot Place and a look inside Gillette Stadium here in Foxborough, Massachusetts. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Miami Dolphins and the New England Patriots. Alongside Greg Olson, I'm Mike Tirico. The kicker has us set for the start. And off we go from Gillette Stadium. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll throw to get this one started. That one into the hands of Down. He's close to a first down. To gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play coaches get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
And he's going to have that first down across midfield.
This guy touches the ball, he makes something happen, and not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2, but it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor, and when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
1st and 10. Downs goes in motion. On 1st and 10, Jackson flush to his right. He runs with it. And he'll get about 6 out of that one before being forced out of bounds.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on
the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 3. On the give, it's Robinson. He'll work forward for a couple. Myles Garrett able to bring him down.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. From the gun, Jackson. He's got his man. That's down. And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal. That's a gain of 28.
No, Mike, I really like this game plan, right? The strategy on 3rd and short so often is, okay, just get enough for the first down. If you decide to air it out, everything short, get a fresh set of downs. They're saying the defense is going to pack it in close. They're protecting the sticks. So let's just throw it over their head and try to go for a big play. So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
First down was not very good. Here's 2nd and goal. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. Forced out wide. Now he'll run it.
Great job in coverage here. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball. He decides to tuck it and turn into a runner. They get to him quickly. Picks up a couple yards, but not enough now. Brings up 3rd down.
So can the defense come up with the early stop here on 3rd and goal? Throwing Jackson. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
A little miscommunication there. Now brings up 3rd down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
Ryland's kick is good. And the Dolphins are out to an early 3-0 lead.
A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this with a field goal. But I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little bit and come away with an early lead.
This will be returned from the 6. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. And he'll get about 6 out of that one before being forced out of bounds.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 3. A shotgun snap to Stafford. Catch left side is made by Higgins. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Stafford will throw here on 3rd and 1. That is caught, finding Higgins. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. A gain there of 24 yards. Good for a Patriots 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Out of the gun, Stafford. That's deep for the back of the end zone. This one batted away. It's incomplete. Good hands there in the end zone, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, if you're going to target him in the end zone, you better come correct, man, because this guy, he embraces those moments of one-on-one coverage when it matters the most, and I think he just saved 6 by getting his hands on that one.
Blue 60! They'll throw once more. Here's Stafford. They try to work the screen with Mixon, and they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Set. Lady. Throw on 3rd down, Stafford. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. They get an even 20 on that one. 1st down, New England.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
Middle. Again, it's Stafford. That one thrown behind his target, and it'll be incomplete. Chris Godwin, the receiver he was looking for, and it'll be 2nd down.
So I actually really like the concept of the pass play. Protection, even just a second longer. That's probably a completed pass, but I think the pressure just sped us.
And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Chris Godwin. Touchdown, Patriots. That's his 8th touchdown of the season. Jason Sanders on for the point after. His kick is good, and the Patriots move out to a 7-3 lead.
Dolphins 3.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one crushed. It's over the back line of the end zone. Touchback, And the ball's coming out to the 35. A first down throw for Jackson. Out to his right. Oh, a dangerous throw there is intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
This is really becoming a key element to playing quarterback in the NFL, Mike. The ability to play off script and use your legs to extend the play. I think in this case, he either needs to tuck that ball down and become a runner, or he just simply needs to throw that ball away.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
You know, Mike, what separates the really elite defensive edge players from everybody else is not only their ability to rush the passer. That's what everybody focuses on. But, man, the defensive ends that are good in the run game, those are the guys that never leave the field.
RPO, quick throw. There's Sutton. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball, modest gain.
21 is the line to gain as we hit third down. And he's in. Curtis Samuel. Touchdown, New England. Sanders here for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Pats extend their advantage to 14-3. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. An even 20 yards. Impressive start to this drive.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
On first down, right back to Robinson. And he's going to be brought down. And with that tackle, we hit the end of the first quarter of play. The Dolphins in possession of the football. We begin the second quarter from the 41. Here's 2nd and 7 as we are ready to get back underway. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
On third down, Jackson. That's caught. It's the tight end, Komet. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. First time these two have connected this afternoon. Jackson looking to throw. Flush to his right. He keeps it himself.
Well, that scramble is ultimately going to end up short of the first down, Mike, but it's going to help quite a bit. That's a great job by the quarterback, just taking what the defense gives you, get downfield, pick up good yardage.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. He's got this to Bijan Robinson. This drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal for his team.
Dolphins, first down.
Hey, middle. What? 180. What? 180. Hands up. Middle.
Jackson. This one caught at the 4.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to, what they call, punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
Jackson now on 2nd down. Picked off by Deron Black. Past midfield. Inside the 30. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Patriots. Now Sanders on for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Patriots move out to a 21-3 advantage. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Jackson now to throw on 1st down. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. That catch number 40 on the season for him.
That's good for a Dolphins. First down. A gain of 13 yards. First down, Dolphins.
To throw is Jackson. He is hit before he can get rid of it. And down he goes. Puna 4 getting in to drop him for sack number 11 on the season. 2nd down, Jackson. Forced, and they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes. Fred Warner, he's able to force the big loss on the sack, and it sets up 3rd and long. Back to throw, Jackson. And for the 3rd time in this first half, he's been intercepted. Picked off by Terrell Edmonds. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Here's a give up the middle to Mixon. He'll edge forward for maybe a yard. Jack Campbell, the former 1st-round pick, there to wrap him up.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 9. They'll go right back to Mixon. Has some room inside the 30. And he's in. Touchdown, New England. Big play out of the running game as the back accelerates all the way to the house for the rushing touchdown.
And Mike, when we talk about burst, That's what we're talking about, and they told us all week, be ready for this guy. He's got something special to him, and that long touchdown there is exactly what they're talking about.
Dolphins 3.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Forward. Hey, shut up.
The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
Well, it's been the case this entire first half. It's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
Here's Jackson. That'll be caught by the running back Robinson. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
2 minutes remain here in this first half. We're back to Foxborough after this. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Now it's Jackson. Unloads downfield, looking for Nakua. Down the field, but it falls incomplete.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down? It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
We'll take this in back at the 16. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They'll begin on the ground, and here's Mixon. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
Left side to Godwin. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. That pass play good for 22. Good for a Patriots 1st down.
And this is why most teams, Mike, decide to take the ball first after the halftime break, because they want to be able to control this middle 4. At the end of the first half, you can use your timeout. You can use some strategy to steal an extra possession. If they're able now to go down and come away with points, they'll have a chance to double it up again right after the halftime break.
He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
He'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Lady!
To throw is Stafford. They'll look to set up the screen here. And he is out of bounds. They get 14 at the screen, and it's a 1st down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Open man downfield, that's Godwin. And they will get the 1st down here and move into field goal range inside the 25.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
New England going to take their second timeout, as they'll stop at just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half.
At the Dolphins' 14-yard line.
Second and inches.
Set. Yellow waiting. Yellow waiting. Moving hot.
They will work the middle with Mixon.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. Third and short, fourth and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not.
That one, take it in. Jaden Higgins. Touchdown, Patriots. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A third touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
Now return coming from the 7. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Terrific return. He's taken down just shy of midfield.
They're on a 46-yard line.
On first and 10, Jackson reaching for it. The tight end couldn't bring it in. It's incomplete. The big tight end, Cole Kmet, the intended receiver.
Brings up second.
It's second down.
Sit hot. 180.
From the gun, Jackson. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. On first down, they'll start with Mixon. And the strength on display, rattling through tacklers for a gain of 8 yards. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's second down and a yard. Again, they'll give it to Mixon. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on third down.
250.
Third and 2, Stafford. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Take over first and 10 at their own 10-yard line.
We'll try the right side with Robinson. and he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
He's brought down at the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll go again with Robinson. And he'll be near the first down marker. It's called a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll try to run for it with Robinson. And he is going to have the Dolphins' first down. At least it would appear that way. Didn't get it by much, but yes, they do give him the conversion on 3rd and 1.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Play action now. Jackson. Oh, the bottom of the flash, and he lost the football. And no turnover here. One of the guards able to get the football and get on it to keep possession.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
The motion man is Nakua. And the shotgun, here's Jackson. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. That's the linebacker, Fred Warner.
Jackson's pass.
I think anytime you find yourself trailing in the second half, Mike, all offensive play callers fight the urge to chase those points. They tend to get a little bit overeager. They tend to push the envelope sometimes a little too far. Those turnovers, they only make the deficit grow, not shrink. Now, there's a lot of football left, Mike. They can still get back into this. They just have to be a little bit smarter about which risks you're willing to take.
4 yards on the pickup.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Now Nixon, and that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Here now, 3rd and 5.
180.
A shotgun snap to Stafford. He'll get that out to Mixon. And the Patriots are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle's made here at the 3-yard line.
And the Patriots, 1st down. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Mixon. And he'll go down back at the 4-yard line.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
Dowdle will take this one in. Touchdown, Patriots. 2 choices down there. Either work it up inside or use that speed to the edge. And Greggy's able to sneak it in for the touchdown.
Down here this close, Mike, there's a lot of bodies in there tight. So oftentimes if you can get the back on the edge, they can rely on that speed, and that's exactly what we saw here. He wins the race to the pylon, and he's rewarded with 6 points.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Velus Jones now on the return. On 1st down, it's Robinson. His defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now. And partially, it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage of the game. Well, they certainly didn't allow the loss on 1st down, Mike, to scare him out of this run game here on 2nd down, but Now after taking a loss on first and second, it puts him in a tough spot here coming up on third down.
2 runs going in the wrong direction, and now it is 3rd and 15. The tight end, Komet, is on the move. 3rd and long for Jackson. To the middle of the field, taken in by Addison. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up 4th down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
Now the Patriots are going to use their first timeout as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. On 4th down, they snap it to Jackson. That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on 4th and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down.
Yeah, in this game, Mike, it's just gotten away from them here in the 3rd quarter. They're pretty much forced every possession. They're going to have to go for it and really press the issue. And I'm not even sure if that's going to be enough to get them back into this one.
He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. On the handoff, it's Mixon. And you'll get them 5 yards closer, but now 3rd down coming up.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense. And right now, it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
3rd and 7.
Ready. Blue 60.
From the shotgun, it's Stafford. So, 3 quarters now in the books. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports.
Set.
On the ground, it's Mixon as we begin the 4th quarter. And he's able to fight through 1 tackle here. Pick up about 3. 2nd down coming up.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
He goes, set. Lady. Ready, hot.
They'll run with Dowdle. It'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5, and here comes 3rd down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
Set. Go 20. 20 hot.
Here's a carry for Dowdle. And he will have a Patriots 1st down. They move the chains on 3rd down.
And this is just a defeated defense at this point in the game, Mike. It's been like this all day long. They just have not been able to get the stops when they've needed them. Here's another chance on 3rd down, and they just can't make a play.
They will take a knee here. From back at the 2 now, here's 2nd and goal. They'll go down to a knee.
Set.
last two plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. He'll take the snap and go down to a knee. Never a doubt on that sideline. The offense stays out. They'll go for it on 4th and goal. They will take a knee here. Here's Bijan. And a good show of force there. He gets 4 tough yards out of that one.
So I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
Gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Third down. They need 5. Throwing Jackson. He's got a man. That's Nakua. Complete. And he's going to have the 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Now, Jackson. Going right back to Nakua. Complete. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Give, and here comes Robinson. And he'll be taken down up around the 32-yard line. 15-yard pickup there. Good for a Dolphins 1st down. 2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Sit hot! 180! Nice shot!
Another run here for Robinson. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. Second down and 8.
At the 35-yard line.
It's a give up the middle to Robinson. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down.
7-yard line. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
Now Jackson. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
Dolphins 1st down.
No, we changed it.
1st and 10 at the 45.
Jackson. He'll get this out wide.
I think the rest of those receivers in the huddle have all come to the realization that they might not be getting a target anytime soon. And frankly, I don't blame them. I mean, they're riding the hot hand, and rightfully so. Until this defense proves that they can stop him in the passing game, I expect the quarterback to just continue to go back to him time and time again. This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. A pickup there of 13. First down, Miami.
13 yards.
Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts. Clock will stop with 35 seconds to go.
First and 10 at the
From the 39, here's a first and 10. To the air one more time with Jackson. That's hauled in on the left by Nakua. And he will finally be taken down inside the 10-yard line.
It's a gain of 30.
It's a big play there for Miami. And even 30 yards.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Now Miami going to use the second of their timeouts. And the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the ballgame. This has been some kind of march downfield. Now, can they pay it off with 6? It's first and goal. He's got it at the 3. The Dolphins going to use their final timeout here. The clock will stop with an even 20 seconds to go.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away.
This is going to be caught for a touchdown, but there is a marker down, and you can tell they know this is coming back. Line of scrimmage back at the 7 for third and goal.
Hey, Ozzy, sit up. Sit up.
Jackson up top again. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. Do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play.
At this stage of the game, the score is really irrelevant. You want to try to build something positive towards the end of this game, and I think that score will help do just that.
41, Dolphins
10. So the late score gets them a bit closer to respectability. They'll try to get even closer with an onside kick. Down to the final few seconds of this one as the kick is away.
You have no choice. You find yourself down big here late in the fourth quarter, Mike. You got nothing to lose. Give it a shot. Nice job here by the hands team recovering. They're going to take over possession.
250.
Down to a knee, and that will do it. They wrap up the regular season with a victory. So it's a win for the Patriots. They finish off the regular season with some momentum. And they'll wait with bated breath to find out who they're going to play next week in the wild card round. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific